Hello, everybody. My name is Brenda. I am your residential care mentor. Okay, so I want to start giving you guys more information about this business because all of these layoffs, that people are going through and experiencing, and people are really just trying to find other things to do, other avenues to make money. So I'm here to give you guys more information than I may have been giving you in the past. So, and then a lot of things too, I'm learning, because things change so much. So when you're in this space, there's constant, it's a constant learning. So you have to stay on top of all of that, okay? So a lot of reading. I'm going to show you guys my manuals, my administrative manuals, my provider manuals, stuff that I have. And I'm a paper person. I always like to print out my stuff and have it in my hand versus online, which online is great because you can access it anywhere. But I'm a paper person. I like to read, highlight, tabs, and all of that, okay? So anyway, you want to become a provider, a residential care provider. What are your first steps? First thing is do your research, of course, or talk with someone that is already in the industry that can give you some information and give you insight. Now, there's different types of homes that you can open up, okay? Community living arrangement, host homes, veteran homes, personal care homes, assisted living, therapeutic foster care, or medical foster care. So there's all sorts of homes that you can open up. All right. So first of all, you need to decide on what kind you want to open up because there's a lot of information on each home. So you need to hone in, decide on which home you want to open up. Then once you decide that, my suggestion is for you to get the rules and the regulations. Print the rules and the regulations out. Highlight everything. That way you know what is required for that particular home that you want to get started. The rules and the regulations is on the website of whatever agency that you're going to be dealing with. If you're in Florida, you're dealing with the Agency with Persons with Disability, APD, you're going to find the rules and the regulations, go through it completely. They have a checklist, and that way you can find out exactly what you need to do to start that type of home. Okay? Then, once you find out what type of home that you want to do, you do the rules and the regulations, you do the checklist, so that way when you do go to get your home or apartment or mobile home, whatever type of home that you're going to put your people in, you know exactly what you are looking at. A lot of people go and do the opposite. They go get the home because they're in such a big rush. They go and get the home first, sign on that line, and then they don't really know where to go from there. Well, you did it backwards. Okay? I'm telling you this, you did it backwards. Don't do that. All right, so once you print the rules and the regulations, print the checklist out, then you determine what kind of people you're going to have, then you determine what type of home that you're going to open. And you got your checklist right there. So you got everything right there. You just got to read, highlight your information, and follow through. Okay? It's simple. That part is simple. All right. Now, another thing is that, okay, I'm at 3 minutes. Another thing is that of course, you don't need to have a background in it, but you need to be business minded. Some homes that you open up, you do need to have some type of experience, some type of knowledge. Not all of them, but some. And you don't necessarily have to have experience, but just knowledge. And then you also need to be a good business person. Okay? Just because you may be a nurse don't mean that you can run a business. Just because you can run a business don't mean that you can be a nurse. Vice versa. It works both ways. Or you could be both. You can be both. Okay? But it takes a lot of skills to run a business when you're dealing with people who have situations going on. All right? So you have your checklist. You have the determining factor on what house you want to get, what type of clients you want to get. Once you do all that, Then you need to do your paperwork. Do your paperwork. Take your time with your paperwork. Make sure your paperwork is done and it's thorough, because they will kick it back if it's not thorough. All right. Have your insurance that's required. If it's either it's workers' comp, if you're going to have employees, workers' comp, your liability, general liability, professional liability insurance. Make sure you have those in place. Okay. So you got that out the way. Then the next thing is getting your marketing together. How do you want to get your clients? How do you want your logo to be? What's your brand? You have a lot of factors that's included in that. If you're going to run it the right way, if you're going to run it as a true legitimate business or a little mom and pop stay at home type of home occupation, you still need to have your branding if you want to grow and scale, as they say. Okay, so then you get all that out the way. Next thing is, how do you get your clients? Word of mouth, talking to people, networking, going to the hospitals, going to the talking to the social workers. Now, mind you, how are you going to compete with the other folks that's out there, the other providers that's trying to start this business, the other providers that are doing this business? How are you going to compete with them? A lot of times people don't want to give you an opportunity unless they know you. They're not going to give you an opportunity unless you have a reputation. Because if you get into this residential care space and you are unknown, they want to know that you're proven that you can do what you say you can do. They want to know or trust you enough to know that you are going to do what you say you're going to do. Okay? Because one thing is about this industry, people get in this business so quick and they get out because it's more than what they thought. So even though I've given you a whole basic checklist on what to do, that's kind of the easy part. The hard part now is getting your clients. And then the next hard part is keeping your clients and staffing. All right, so we're going to go more on that, guys. The sun is in my face because I am driving. So I will end this video, come back with another video regarding getting your clients and your staffing. All right, take care, guys. Until next time.